Hey Glass Gang, thanks for tuning in. The stream will start soon. All right, we are ready to begin. Hey Glass Gang, thanks for tuning in. Hey Valkyria, Miss Panther, ROV Chaos, Heisenberg Finn, GHGlassgang. Let me know, gang, if the sound is okay. I will say this microphone, this new mic I'm using, is really difficult to adjust the volume. It seems to be really sensitive to how far away I am. And I noticed that while recording today, it was really difficult. It's adding a lot of time to my projects because I have to go back and really listen to the sound and make sure that I wasn't too far away from the mic, because then I have to adjust that sound for that voiceover. It's so frustrating because there's no lines on the dial. I can't tell where the dial is, where the volume is on the mic. And you have to tell by looking at it and turning the mic, and it changes color. It goes from like red is like really low volume, and then it goes orange, which is medium, and then green is like full volume. And I'm mildly colorblind, and I just, like, when it's between orange and green, I can't tell if it's green or orange. I can't tell if it's too loud. So I'm struggling with it, to be honest with you. Hey, Elsie Morgan. So I thought I'd let you guys know what's happening today, what's on the menu for today. I am uploading later tonight. I'll be uploading the full raid build for my full raid ghoul pepper that I've been using on my main character. And this is going to be talking about every step of the raid. So I'll be covering and more focusing on the bosses during the build guide, but I will also cover how I use the build throughout the rest of the raid, because like stages 2 and 3 are heavily team focused, meaning if you have a dodgy team, it's gonna make it or break it for you, right? But the build is still capable of single stage solo ENO6s, but it was optimized for soloing the snake. So what I mean by that is it's not as good as it could be for soloing ENO6. It could definitely have better reflective damage, and it would be better off if you were going to use it to solo ENO6 only. You could make some changes, mild ones, but since I just solo the snake with it or do full raids, it's more optimized for 1 minute snakes. Now I did get a clean 1 minute time with this build, so it is ready to go. It was pretty easy to do. I did it twice and recorded once, but we're gonna do it live. This way you guys can see it in action. And how I'm gonna do this is I'm gonna solo the ENO6 boss the way I would recommend you guys solo it. If you don't have a second character that you can bring into the world to use as a support mule, then this is how you would do it. For starters, oh dear, let's have a look at the build. We're missing some parts here. because I was doing some crafting. There we go. Okay, so United Ordeal. You don't need this to be active for this build to solo either boss, but I'll show you how you can check to see if you've joined a team that has a ghoul with this perk card. So let's look at Effects tab. Where are we at? Where are we at? Effects tab. Where is it? Where's United Ordeal? Oh, okay, it's because I'm not on a team, so it's not showing up. So let's have a look at our special. We're at 17 luck. We're still fine for critting every other shot with the build, but let's see if joining this team, if we have a ghoul on this team. If we do, we should see United Ordeal. Yep, bingo. We have a ghoul on the team. That wasn't there before. United Ordeal, +3 to all specials. So now we're good to go. Now, you don't need it, okay? You don't need it, but it would be better. So what I'm going to do to prove that is I'm going to jump off this team and just solo it completely. So, like everyone, I think is going to ask about or be curious about, can it solo without a team? Yes, but you shouldn't. Like, you really shouldn't. You do a lot more damage. I'm just using the slime cake to rat up here. Also, the build guide is being uploaded using only blight, soup, and overdrive. So I'll be demonstrating that here. No bobblehead, no magazine, no Big Susan's toothin', no nonsense, no coffee. We're not even using coffee, and we're gonna VATS these bosses over here. We're gonna slay them in infinite VATS. Okay, Pepper Shaker Supremacy. I would also recommend doing brain fungus soup because you get more intelligence. And you can literally craft it right in here. It's on the wall. It's right there. You just grab that and you boil some water and you're good to go. This gives you +4 intelligence, which brings up the damage through science, which does affect your heavy gun cards that do heavy gun like energy damage. This card used to only work with rifles, but it has been changed and works with a broader spectrum. Okay, I have no boiling water. That's fine. We're going to take blight soup and we're going to do overdrive. We won't do brain fungus soup. I'm only uploading the build using blight soup and overdrive. So there's the food buffs, blight soup, overdrive. No coffee, no problems. That's right, alien. The Orange Cowboy, GG, says, I keep looking up like someone is calling me because I keep hearing orange. Oh, sorry. You just swap a few perks to make it do more damage against Xeno6. Center Masochist is basically a big one. Yeah, it is actually equipped on this build, but I just find this build could have better reflective damage. If you're gonna min-max it to be just for soloing this stage, I have better builds for that. This is my full raid build, and I'm just gonna demonstrate on this stream single staging Xeno6 and soloing the snake in 1 minute. Because besides that, all throughout last week, I uploaded streams using this build throughout the full raids, and I'm gonna link those under the video. Okay, let me make sure that I have everything ready to go. We'll do overdrive. We have an addiction too, that's not good. Let's take a GHOUL, let's get rid of that. Yeah, we have like no AP without United Ordeal though. That's one thing. Well, at 180 is not bad. We'll try it anyways. I just don't recommend it. You should at least be on a team, because even if you don't have United Ordeal, you'll get 25% stronger mutation effects, and you'll have more healthy AP density that way too. That's exactly what I do, Orange. So I start with the Furious, limb damage, VATS optimized, Conductor's Pepper, and what I do is I sit in third person so that I can spam my stim packs as much as I need to. I'm willing to bet we would not have run out of AP there if we were on a team. But it's fine because it does plenty of damage aimed down sights to still get the kill actually faster than what I recorded for my video. Wow. What? I was on a team for my video. I got 1 minute 19. How is this faster? Whatever. It just works. We'll take it. But actually, I'll do one more and I'll be on a team. And I'll make sure I'm on a team with a ghoul this time by showing you guys again how to see that you have United Ordeal. How to make sure that you're on a team with a ghoul and have United Ordeal, I mean. So yeah, it's not the fastest time on ENO6, but like I mentioned earlier, it's not fully optimized for solo farming ENO6. It's optimized to be able to still solo ENO6 in a single stage around 1 minute, which is respectable. It's clearly high damage. Exactly. I had no taking one for the team as well that time, so it took noticeably longer for the shield to come down. So what I'll do is I'll get on a team with a ghoul. And what I have is I have Mini Glass in here. She's a ghoul. And she's gonna, her just being on here is gonna make sure that I have United Ordeal through the fight. But I did show you guys earlier that just by joining teams and checking to see if United Ordeal lights up under your Pip-Boy, that's what tells you if you're on a team with a ghoul or not, and if you're getting the most out of your team perks on this ghoul build. Us ghouls must stick together. So since I'm not the team leader of this team, I can still come in solo by pressing X to enter solo. But I'm going to get Mini Glass inside as well so that I can double my loot. Haha, I paid for 2 games, I will play 2 games. You can't stop me. You can cripple the shield. You can shoot the shield, but only from behind. So like you can't VATS the shield anymore if ENO6 is facing you because his shield is technically behind him. His like shield generation system or whatever. So you're unable to VATS him anymore. So that's how we're taking down his shield with reflective damage, which clearly this build has enough of. I'm not even gonna rad up this time. It's a waste of time. Again, we're only doing blight, soup, and overdrive, so I'm going to show that I have no bobbleheads, no magazines, no special business, nothing like that. Let's see what our AP looks like. 250, so not a whole lot more, but it will make a noticeable difference here. That's why being on a team is important, because strange in numbers will also play an effect, bringing up your AP density. And I'm just going to let the build heal me. So it was able to heal me with medic pump. And if you're not able to heal again with medic, oh, what, I forgot to switch to my gun right away. What I meant to say is you're able to spam stim packs in third person. So that's why I'm in third person, even if, let's say, the damage overcomes your stims. If you're not using stim pack supers. I will also say that that's another better time. 1:08. Okay. We'll take it. Righto. So now what we're going to do is I'm going to go back outside. And we'll wait for... Oh, I guess Miss Mini Glass wasn't in the same instance. So even though I got the team perks, I didn't get her in the same instance. That's okay. Well, that's not a good update. It definitely changed some things around because it, how can I say, they're trying to balance the game, right? But what that update did is it killed bloodied non-PA builds in the first stage of the raid, being capable of soloing with just conductors, returning HP, and using evasive and serendipity to avoid damage. You're unable to get HP returned with conductors, and that makes a significant difference in survivability for unyielding to the point where it's just not manageable, really. Like, you can still get the kill sometimes, but you're just not doing enough reflective damage to take the shield down fast enough outside of power armor, because power armor does 200% more reflective damage. So yeah, it forced us out of a playstyle. As much as I'd like to say the game is more balanced, it appears less balanced. We're forced into high health ghoul or high health human at the first stage. You can do bloodied power armor, but you're not going to do bloodied unyielding. Not solo. At least not as it was before. It was a lot more recommendable before. Now it's just, you're dying like 5 times out of 10 or more. So now I'm setting up a snake. And we're going to test it against the snake. Same principle. I'm just going to use the blight soup and overdrive for buffs. And we're going to cripple the snake with the crippling pepper shaker and then swap to plasma and destroy. This is my new stream schedule. If you missed it, it is also on the background of the YouTube channel. So I have times in Eastern Standard Time and platforms below for this week's streams. Don't miss it. Also, you want to check out our Discord link, linked in description. There's no obligation to join the GlassGang to join our Discord link, but you do have perks if you do. GG. Okay, it's time to fight Snakety Boy. Do the thing. Do the thing. Please don't join if you're watching the stream. Don't join the team. Well, you can join the team. Just don't join the instance, please. Actually, it doesn't matter. I'll be able to go in solo. I'll be in my own solo instance. But yeah, just don't mess up my testing, please. How's everyone doing today? Looks like we have Brotherhood Buck. Our members only streams are so fun. We always have a grand old time. Okay, so I'm in here. I'm gonna do the things that need doing. Hey Ray, GG. How are you doing today, Glass? I'm doing good, Elsie Morgan. Thank you for asking. Oh, speaking of that, Not an Alien says, doing great, rainy day so I can relax and watch your stream stress-free. Hope you are having a great day today. I am actually. And I will say that we're having some kind of weather problems here too, and earlier the power went out, so I'm just glad it didn't happen on stream, but alright, so now I'm gonna have a... Yeah, I definitely asked... They're probably not watching the stream, but it's okay. Sorry, I don't like having to do that, but I'm trying to get some testing done live for my next build guide in a public world. So it's really difficult to do when people are joining the raid. I always put it in the description or the thumbnail or the title when I'm playing with viewers. So I do apologize for kicking you. No, I know that wasn't you, Miss Panther. Don't worry. I know. Aren't you on Xbox? Or are you on PC also? So I'm going to reload all this stuff here ahead of time. We're going to look at what we got. We're going to do blight soup. We're going to get overdrive ready. But I'm going to jump down there first. Another thing I need to make sure I do is... I don't think I routed up for EN06 or the snake for my video, but I definitely recommend it because you have really high poison damage that you take here, and just having that extra layer will help. So let's do that. Let's rat up. Where are we at? I don't have gamma rounds, really. Oh, there they are. I'm blind. Don't forget to hit like on the stream. It helps it get out there to more subscribers who may have missed this stream notification. YouTube stream notifications have been kind of wonky lately, so I would appreciate it. And thank you so much if you did already. Okay, we're finally ready to go and do the things that need doing. One more time though, I'm going to quickly make sure that I do this because this is an issue. We're going to do overdrive to get rid of feral meter. That's mainly why I recommend it with this build. I'm not going to do any coffee, like I said, like I've been doing, just overdrive and blight soup. So we're going to look at the effects tab again. Just blight soup and overdrive. No bobbleheads, no magazines, no coffee, no problem. Now I'm just going to run it this one time for the stream, so even if this run is slower by a few seconds than the run that's in my video, it's still fine. The first runs on EN06 were actually faster than the runs I have for my build video, so that's fine too. You guys see that it's just kind of all over the place. Well, it's within a minute. It's within the 1 minute mark. Okay, so overdrive, just blight soup. Quick run through again before we begin. And the full build guide will be uploaded later today after this stream sometime. Come on. I did a terrible job at... What the heck? Oh, I have no fusion cores. I have no more fusion cores. Hang on, we need to restart this. I'm just gonna step out of armor. No, I can't. Yeah, I'm locked in the armor. Very typical thing for me to do. Forget my fusion cores. Let's try again. So I don't know if this is still happening, but sometimes when you would go in and out of power armor, some of your perk cards wouldn't work, and the way to fix it was to swap back and forth on your perk tree after getting into power armor. So that's why you see me do that on stream. I haven't seen anything in the patch notes about it being fixed yet, so... Now, I do recommend doing at least one coffee here, but we're not going to do it this time. It's just because sometimes there is delay, like server latency response issues when the snake comes through that waterfall. But after it's in here, all is good. Looks like we're fine, actually. No coffee, no problem. Cripple for me already. Oh, shoot. I started with the wrong weapon. Alright. Third time's a charm. It's because it makes a pretty significant difference once the snake is crippled. How much crippling power the pepper shaker has. They will after the Scorch Beast blast? I hope so. Have they actually come out and said that? That'd be cool of them. I don't know why my fusion cores were unlocked. I actually usually have them locked, but maybe I unlocked them at some point. Or maybe I ran out. Does it unlock if you run out? That could be what it is. Okay, let's try again. Overdrive. Let me make sure that we still have blight soup so that it's still a fair test. We still have blight soup. Okay. Alright, we do have the right pepper shaker. We're good to go. Hopefully I don't have regular stim packs on me. I just realized I forgot to check. Usually that does it. Usually a full mag dump will... It's probably bugged out. No, it's not crippling. It's not crippling because it's bugged. That, or it could be because of this issue. All right, we're just going to do that. We're going to start over. I'm not even going to rad up because it's honestly taking too much time. We just need to get the kill. I'm a perfectionist. I want you guys to see it cripple. That's why. On the live. Dude, are you serious? What are you gonna do with your Gatling gun, buddy? You're not gonna do anything. You're not gonna do anything with that. Get out of here. Bye-bye. Okay, I'm going to restart my run because that messed up my run. Please don't join if you're watching. I don't think that was someone watching, but just in case. I'm doing live tests in a public world right now. But I wish to remain solo in here. He might as well have brought buttered sausage, honestly. A Gatling gun? It has the DPS of a lead pencil. How did that not cripple? I think it's just a server. Server is really bad because it absolutely cripples every single time. We're going to a new world. I will not have this. It's just sometimes when the world doesn't let you cripple, it's because there's a problem with the world, because this build cripples the snake every single time within 10 seconds. You know what? I'm going to go to private world just so it stops happening, just so people stop joining my team and joining the instance. We're going to go to private and see if we'll get better server response there and have the snake cripple for us in the first 10 seconds. Because I want my viewers to see it happen live so they know I'm not full of shit when I say that the pepper shaker can cripple the snake in the first 10 seconds. Even though I already showed it plenty of times on stream, this is the stream for this build guide, so it's kind of important. It's also important that the server responds appropriately. So hopefully being in a private will give us a better less iffy server, hopefully. It should. It is. I wish it was better for bosses. It would have to do significantly more damage per shot, though, because its fire rate is far too low. Yeah, exactly. It's too slow firing, so either they need to bring up the fire rate or they need to bring up the base damage, because no one's using it for bossing. So I'm going to get another snaky setup for demonstration purposes. How am I doing on blight soup, though? We still have 20 minutes. We're good. Oh. Oh, was it? I didn't notice, Finn. Good call, though. Probably was one of those. We shouldn't get bothered in here, but twice now people have joined my team and joined the snake instance, which made testing impossible. So, private it is. I was hoping to do everything in public, but it's totally normal for people to want to join the team in a public world, so it's okay. All right, so we should start making our way downtown. And there we go. So I do have my mule in here now, so I'll have taking one for the team. I'll have my team perks. We'll be able to have a adequate test to the public world testing. I don't think it's that, gang. I don't think it's the fame or anything like that. I think they just see a kitty and they want to help the kitty. And that's normal. You know, it happens all the time. And, yeah. I think that's why. They just want to help. But this kitty's here to drink milk and fight. And guess what? I'm all out of milk. So we're going to do it. I have an addiction. That's not good. We're going to drop regular stims because that would likely get me killed. Not always, but they're just not as good as Stimpack Supers with the Medic Pump. Because the way the Medic Pump works is it doesn't have a cooldown. So as soon as your health drops below 50%, it uses a Stimpack. And if you only have Stimpack Supers on you, it'll only use Stimpack Supers. So I didn't rat up here. That's fine. Perfect. Private world. So I'm not going to stim. I'm just going to survive the blast. I'm going to jump, tag it in VATS, jump, tag in VATS again. Once again. I'm going to reload here. You had to hide from me there. We were going to hit a minute if you didn't go down. There we go. 1 minute, 15 seconds. Can you show me the build you're using for that weapon? Actually, this is only testing. I'm not showing you the build because there's a full build guide coming for this build later today where I explain everything that you need to know, and there's a lot you need to know about this build. But this stream is now effectively over because all I wanted to do was show that it could solo these bosses in around 1 minute. I do manage to hit better times in the video, but like in this stream I hit better times at EN06 than I did on the video. So it balances out. It's the same thing. It's gonna be around a minute. I hit 1 minute exactly on the snake for the build guide video testing, and it's usually around a minute if I'm not sloppy with staying in VATS. You want to stay in VATS as much as possible. That's why when you see me jump, I reinitiate VATS when I'm mid-air so I can sink some more crits and then land and jump again when he does his scream attacks. But yeah, that's going to be it for today, folks. I just wanted to show that it could solo live like this with just blight, super overdrive, no coffee, no problem. It is the meta, the most effective tactic available, the most efficient tactic available, with its ability to dominate the bosses with ease in a lazy gunner setup like this where I'm just using blight, super, and overdrive. It's not like those are uncommon buffs to find or get. You can find blight right outside the raids. There's tons of it out here. There's one over here on the tree. Yeah, so that gives you 125% extra crit damage, and it's totally worth your time. It's right outside the raids. You have no reason to not do it. And then you'll get overdrive from the actual raids. I'm Ms. Glass. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. GG! Make sure to check the channel, by the way, because the build guide, the full build guide, will be out tonight. So keep an eye. Okay, bye!